1. Masculinity. Is it merely a term that maps a set of traits that a man asserts? The drive to fight for what he wants and keep a woman in her lane, respectfully. A man's drive to build, hunt, and conquer. God filtered it into Adam, and we the sons have literally filtered it into our own pocket universe called video games, where we can build, hunt, conquer, patterns. Now, it's only when men force their masculinity onto people to maintain control of a dynamic is when it becomes possessive, toxic. The same goes for femininity. In either case, that's not true masculinity, nor is it healthy. It's insecurity. Mindset has to be leveled. Masculinity in a man for women is protection, passion, leadership, and order. Drive. And those are the most basics of the core of their attraction to us. Motivation. It keeps them in line, in the context of boundaries as well as keeping the children in line. And ultimately, the household, if that's what he strives for. 2. Communication. Typical, but it's shown if you don't communicate with women, things go south. Women are more intuitive entities, as men are more instinctive, on average. And when you don't know how to communicate, things go even more south. How means a conversation not being a one-person activity, means mainly listen, let her vent without having her talk to herself. Know when to interject, don't interrupt. Same to you, ladies. Why listen? Social stimulation. Most women need this like most men need sex physically. The point of listening isn't for you to be her verbal punching bag for her issues. It's attention. Same with massages. It's attention. Attention feeds a woman's social needs. Understand that. Then understanding why most of them want to talk so much at home becomes clear. They want your attention, and when he vents, she listens. So, in summary, if you know how to hold a conversation or argument, or know when to have neither, you stand out. Charisma is when you don't force a social interaction. It's letting it ride smoothly. And most importantly, realizing you don't have to have a conversation just because your vicinity with another human is close range. You'd be surprised how many people stress over that. Good looks or no good looks. Don't mistake, sex appeal is the driving force. But don't let it or lack thereof hold you back from offering more if you care. Same to you ladies. 3. Honesty. It's a common tradition for men to lie to women to spare their fragile femininity and ridiculously sensitive feelings. But if you, a masculine man, don't care altogether, and will be honest, meaning don't drop bombs on her just because you can, exercise finesse, silence, sarcasm, appropriate timing, whatever works, you might get attitude and push back from women. But again, you will stand out from most men. Especially if, when they cool down, think about it and then look back on you. And some, if not most women will even respect you for it, even if they challenge you from time to time. Testing is how women vet the boys from the men. Don't hate them for it, have fun with it, or ignore it. Not every woman that looks the part is worth your time. Same to you, ladies. Thus, women will expect zero bullshit from you, and most importantly, you'll tolerate zero bullshit from them. 4. Confidence. An obvious one. No woman of means wants a man they can step all over. Though if they can, they will without hesitation or ignore you. A masculine, honest, confident man knows common sense. Knows people earn respect, and that ultimately, no woman is entitled to respect for just being a woman just because she activated your hormones. Doesn't mean she's owed your entire world. Unfortunately, due to social conditioning, this will throw some women off. But it's good for them, they'll think differently or not. Either way, not your problem. It is also a common thing that women expect men to have a good sense of humor with the goal of men being entertaining to them. You don't have to be yourself. She'll either get on board or out of the way. Confidence is not letting either situation, either choice of the woman, affecting how he views himself. And that's what women see, if what they do see matters that much to you. It's also common that when a woman gets bored with a man, she dials out. Men too. This is due to weak foundations of the interaction, relationship, which everyone who isn't blind is guilty of, which is expected. What we see of each other first isn't the story. The personality. The flaws, skeletons. The issues. It's the mask dressed or painted on to sell to anyone who will look. So when you get comfortable, live with them, marry them, and you see the projected view that you had of them doesn't match with what they advertised, that is the number one of many reasons why cheating and divorce happens. This is why honesty is important. You're both high on chemicals and hormones. It's only after things calm down, and you actually start to think is when boredom sets in. And that calming period is usually after the marriage. So, to belabor a point, a confident man knows that it's better to be himself, with no interest in what she thinks she wants, then waste energy entertaining her or making her happy. Don't ever go into any relationship with the burdensome thought that you as a person owe any man happiness. Happy wife, happy life is a bald-faced lie. Detox your minds off it. If you both can't be happy, then figure out what's the issue, but it shouldn't be just her or you trying. Period. Otherwise, women are attracted to confident men that can show her a good time, with the effort put into it. Initiative. The same goes for women to men, which unfortunately isn't a standard they're usually held to. You're expected to initiate everything. Still, which is a disgrace. Valuing yourself as a man before a woman's desires and demands is confidence. 5. Resources. The most obvious of the bunch. This isn't Aladdin where the street rat can get lucky with the princess. And no, you're not all gold diggers, but you're all digging for something you can use for you or some little ones. You're women, and you're human, meaning you're not stupid. Resources mean good times for you, and less struggle for a would-be baby. That's why you do what you do, maternal instincts. It's less about you and more about what comes after you, even if you don't realize it, or if you want that. The typical woman with resources of her own to bargain with, looks, sex appeal with no goals of her own, will gravitate toward the man with the most resources. It's one of the most basic female human traits since the dawn of man. Who's got the most stuff, and can I get it with what I have? Basics. Besides your exceptions, women who are too unattractive to get a man, the rare brains and beauty combo with goals that do not involve a man at all. Lesbians, asexuals, the women that affiliates with man children, monks, etc. etc. Nothing's changed in the grand scheme of things.